Hey everybody! I'm here today to show you and tell you how to sound better on the saxophone. These are some things that actually work. That's right. These are things that actually work with regards to how to sound better on the saxophone. There are going to be 6 things that I will tell you about that will help you sound better on the sax. Now, I am an absolute beginner playing the saxophone, but I've managed to get pretty good pretty quickly because I basically use these tips. And if you're experienced on the saxophone, you can actually use these tips to sound even better. Even if you've been playing for 30 plus years, 40 plus years, 50 plus years, you can use these tips. They're very universal. Let's get right into the video, and they actually work. Tip number 1 is to breathe with your stomach. Now, I'm used to breathing with my chest. When I work out, I breathe with my chest. When I do videos, I breathe with my chest. But when you're trying to play the saxophone, you got to learn to breathe with your stomach. That's because you need good airflow. You need a good amount of air capacity to get the sound to come out of the saxophone and to play many notes without taking a breath. So learn to breathe through your stomach. It will greatly help you. Number 2, have proper posture. Now, I can't really demonstrate that well because I'm doing this video in the car, but you want to have proper posture, okay? Get your shoulders a little bit lower, a little bit further back, puff out your chest just a little bit, bring your chin a little bit upwards, and then square your shoulders so that you're facing straight. You don't want to play like this, you want to play like this. Now, you can play like this. I can play like this. If I turn to the side, I can play like that, but I will not sound nearly as good as if I had proper posture. So focus on your posture. Believe it or not, it will make a massive difference. Okay, how to sound better. Step number 3 for the saxophone. This is an alto sax, by the way, but these tips will work with any saxophone, okay? Number 3 is going to be practice long tones. Now, what are long tones? Essentially, a long tone is when you hold the same note at the exact same pitch, at the exact same volume for a long time. It's going to sound something like this. I'll just play any note really quickly, however I can hold the saxophone, okay? And I'll show you what a long tone sounds like. I'll do my best, but my reed is probably a bit dry, but just bear with me. Now, towards the end, I actually got a little bit lower in volume. You want to avoid that. You want to keep the same volume, same everything, and that's what a long tone is. Practice your long tones. They will massively help you, okay? Yeah, so hold the same note, same pitch, same volume for as long as you can, essentially. If you can hold it for 30 seconds, beautiful. Longer, shorter, doesn't matter, as long as you can. It'll also help you with your air capacity by building up your breath work, okay? Number 4, listen to other saxophone players, saxophonists. I'm not even sure if that's a real word. Listen to them play their saxophone. Now, for myself, I have been just completely enticed by other saxophone players my whole life. I've wanted to play the saxophone ever since I was a kid. I never got the chance to, but I've been watching saxophone players play their instruments for many years. Finally, I'm able to play my own, okay? And that's why when I first picked it up, I already knew what to do with the mouth. I already knew how to hold it because I'd seen so many people do it. So watch other saxophone players play that are better than you, or even worse than you, or maybe that play differently than you, and you can use the things that you see to guide your own playing, okay? That was number 4. Number 5, practice as much as possible. Literally, practice as much as you can. The more that you practice, the better that you're going to be. No one is born knowing how to play an instrument perfectly. You need to practice. So practice more and you will be more better. More practice, more better. More practice and you will get better. I know more better is not a word. It just sounds better. More practice, more better. You get the idea, okay? Lastly is number 6, which is to roll your lower lip out a bit. A lot of people, when they learn to play the sax, and your embouchure is your own choice, you can do it however you want, but a lot of people, when they learn to play the sax, they essentially roll their lower lip completely over their teeth, right? You don't need to do that. You can roll it over just a bit, like that. So if your lower lip is really far back, just roll it forward just a little bit and see if that improves your sound. You'd be surprised at how much less air you need to use when you use that method and how much better your sound can sound when you use that method. But that is essentially it, okay? That is basically how to sound better on a saxophone, things that actually work, 6 of them. Whether you're a beginner or an advanced player, you can use these things. And that's it. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.